We back. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to your number one rugby podcast, brought to you by Lulabet. Check them out, sports.lulabet.co.za. And live and direct, none and only our partner, Rooibos Man Skincare.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
And I'm Juan de Jong, and next to me we've got...
He is one and only Mr.
Is it that guy?
It's
It's that guy.
There we go.
Huh, partner, how are you doing, eh?
I am absolutely fantastic, buddy. I was the weekend, luckily with family again.
Family again, eh?
Yes. Now
Yes, it's family time. December. They said December.
As fishy.
Huh?
So I spent some time down in Heidelberg. Behind the Ruck loop daar.
Huh?
Don't worry, behind the Ruck is I loop in Heidelberg.
In front of us, they go.
Yeah.
It's
going. Like COVID back in the day. Behind the Ruck is on the way.
They do spread it like a gossip story.
Oh, my boy.
Yo, and you're looking good, eh? That's a...
We got a bit of my favorite color, partner, blue.
Yes. And the people wants to know when is it coming out? What are we looking at? End of Jan, end of Feb?
Guys, our merchandise end of February. That's the timeline we got for you guys now. So end of Feb, partner.
Fat, leave the fat.
Fat, but not end of February.
Okay, end of February.
Yes.
Okay, then they can get cracking.
Then they can get it.
We'll sort them out. Fantastic week, leading up to... still InvestecChampionsCup.
Yes, we're still there.
That's why.
The Toyota is still parked.
It's still parked, eh?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We got the Range Rover. We're moving with the Range Rover.
Yes, nice and soft, big dogs.
And this Friday, what's happening? 15th of December. Cyril.
What?
Cyril gave us off. It's the 15th of December. It's Friday.
You got me. You got me there.
Yeah. Cyril gave us off. Eh?
Yeah,
they gave the South Africans off. Okay,
yes.
The Springbok supporters off. Guys, if you didn't support the Springboks in the Rugby World Cup...
So is it Bok Friday then this Friday? Is it Bok Friday?
We'll make it Bok Friday. We said World Champions,
Okay.
we do whatever we want to do. But there's All Black supporters and England supporters. As werk toe. As werk toe. Scoren goed en Gerards gaat pak uit.
So Bok Friday this weekend, guys. We're celebrating Uncle C's public holiday that he gave us for the Boks winning the World Cup. So leef. Crack on. Is that it? What's the one you said?
Yeah, crack on.
Crack on.
Keep on
into
cracking
festive.
on. Now and then seatbelt and be careful, guys. Okay? We don't want that, a responsibility.
Yes.
Ons is groot mense.
Guys,
a responsibility, please.
There was an advert on TV a few years ago that said, Papa, wag vir jou. Okay? So we want none of that. We want none of that stuff, Ruckers. We are responsible in this festive season.
Yes, be very
because we got a lot
Ruckers.
of loved ones and we love you guys and we want all of you guys to be here next year.
Ja, 100%, ja.
So be responsible.
Okay.
Okay.
Responsibility, ja. Seatbelt. Hulle moet seatbelt dra.
Seatbelt.
And lock yourself in. Yes, partner. Talk to me. Episode 23. I need to know what's going on.
Buddy, Ruckers.
Give me the lineup.
The lineup is quite simple, partner. We got South African results in Europe. Obviously, we're in a new competition. There's two separate competitions.
Champions Cup and Challenge Cup.
So we're going to go through that results.
That's 21 games.
Baie rugby.
Yes, ek weet nie waar om te vat en waar om te los.
Jy moet maar van hulle los. I'm leaving some of them. Can't watch everything. Otherwise, Mama's going to leave me. Okay? So we're going to go into the results. South African teams, we're quickly going to talk about that. We're going to cover the fixtures that's coming up. Some interesting games. Some big games. We're going to do that. And then because... we make sure that we give you guys the best, okay? Today's episode.
Who
was this?
Is it Bones?
Guys, on today's episode, none other than Springbok Stormers and two-time European champion, back-to-back champion, Dillyn Leyds in studio today.
Can't believe it, eh?
Yeah.
How lucky are we, eh? He's back home.
I'm so excited, I'm actually out of breath. Sorry.
Yeah, he's back home. He's obviously been there for years. He signed another couple of years, but he's back home in Cape Town. He's a strandhond.
I've been to La Rochelle a few years ago, spent Christmas with him. It's a lot of Cape Town there. The beaches are there, very similar. So I understand why he loves it. I understand why he loves it.
I like a speedokie, I like a six-pack waist, I like a muscle kiss.
Yes. But the petty doesn't have no hair no more. The petty, no hair, no more.
He's wearing too much caps. Is it?
That's off.
Okay. As like back-to-back caps in the World Championship Cup.
So an exciting episode, partner.
Exciting episode. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's got. Obviously, we got the beauty moment of the week. Don't forget about how beauty wants things to be.
Exactly.
Beauty
and always at the end of our episode.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get to that results, buddy.
Results first. Is there any news, eh? No. I think I'm going to share some news. I've got some good news.
Sorry, Ruckers, this wasn't part of our planning for the episode.
No, I like to shock you. I like to keep you on the spot. I like to keep your seatbelt on. I've got some news, eh?
What no?
Someone employed me. I'm not unemployed anymore. I'm retired, but not unemployed.
Who?
Guys, special. So I've signed, I've got a gig with assistant coach for SAS Rugby that I'm going to join next year. Super exciting chapter for me. Obviously, a lot of our ruckers has asked me, what I'm going to do now, what the crack is. A couple of news, what's happening with. So I'm excited for this new journey.
So straight into coaching.
Helping the little ones a little, testing myself as well, see where our things are form. I'm obviously assistant coach, and I'll see, and I'm going to work with fantastic coaches, guys like Aaron Hubert, old Springboks, and series guys, and good coaches like Aaron Hubert and Ian Krieke. So exciting for that, yeah. And you, how far are you? Are we getting there? Don't worry. I know my ruckers, like they share a gossip story. The one will tell the other one, the other one will tell the other one.
I was unemployed.
Yes, but
that is fine. Ek hou nog.
But Sia said, you don't want to be president. If you get that job, don't forget about me.
Okay.
Hou my ligte aan. Net my
No, but congrats, buddy. Obviously, a new journey in your life.
New journey, yeah. Super excited for this journey, yeah.
Lekker.
And we can just learn. I'm happy to learn. Sponsy.
Absorb.
Yes.
You understand?
And giving back. And like we said, what we always say, don't
die with it.
Don't
die with it. Okay.
Share the experience, yeah.
Perfect. So
other
congrats.
News? Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Other news? Nothing really going on.
Nothing? It's just rugby.
Just rugby.
Yeah. So let's get straight into that result.
At the end of the day, it's always rugby. But listen, there's fixtures of the Springboks as well. Have you seen that? For 2024?
I didn't see all of the fixtures. I've just seen we play the All Blacks twice. You're obviously going to go through the dates now. All Blacks twice. But go through it. Let me not interrupt you.
We're playing Ireland twice. Ooh.
Twice is nice.
Yeah, they quad after the Rugby World Cup. We're playing the All Blacks twice. Okay, let's go quickly. So we're playing Ireland on the 6th of July and the 13th the week after as well. The one is at Loftus, 6th of July, and 13th of July we got Durban.
Okay, that's
going to be a crack of a game, yeah.
Back
and
to
then
back.
Portugal, the week after.
Is that the Springboks or SAA?
Springboks, okay. Springboks, yeah. We're still looking for what the venue is going to be there. 31st of August is going to be New Zealand, Ellis Park. Home of South African rugby.
Okay.
New Zealand is going there.
So give me that last date quickly. Portugal date. When is that?
So that's the 20th of July.
Okay.
We still need to find out what the venue is. The venue might be in Peppies, in Paarl. It might be in Heidelberg. It might be anywhere. Okay.
We still Portugal need to
Okay. And then the most important one, because we're from Cape Town, 7th of September. It's the Springboks against the All Blacks.
Okay. There's a big gap between those tests.
Yeah. There's
wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the following week. So the 31st of August, they're playing at Ellis Park, and the week after, they're playing in Cape Town, DHL Stadium. And the last game, obviously, a couple of weeks after that, the 28th of September, it's going to be South African against Argentina at Nelspruit. But looking forward to that. It's a copy and paste of the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, it's interesting to
have. For years, they didn't come here. Why? Because the All Black supporters could.
Yeah, I think we actually played in that last test. We lost by a point when our Willie scored in the corner at Newlands. Yeah.
Newlands. Hey.
Newlands. Interesting that they bring it back to. I'm happy. I think obviously the Springboks is a team for everyone in this country.
Everyone must see that.
Everyone must see them.
The best of the best, yeah.
Exactly. So very happy for all Cape Townians. Waar bleef ons?
Je weet waar brandt het.
So, kijk.
Waar slaap je erin?
Exciting fixture list,
exciting, very exciting.
Especially being defending champions back to back, having some tough games, twice against Ireland, twice against the All Blacks, then the Los Pumas. So very good home fixture list there for us as the Boks.
Hopefully we'll get some tickets for that game. We would like to.
Seat belt.
Straight into. Let's cover the Challenge Cup first. Our three teams did very, very well, I must say. We started off Zebra versus the Cheetahs, and that was 15-33. Great win for the Cheetahs.
Yes.
Ruan Pina still doing it, man of the match over there. That was on Saturday. And after that, it was Sharks against Pau. Do you say Pau? Pau.
Yes, Six and Paulies.
Oh,
yes. It's fun.
Pau number 20. Pau. Okay. Ik check net. So, okay. So that's Sharks 45, Pau 5.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Great win for the boys. All South African teams have done well in the game after that as well on Sunday. Marvin Ory's team, 12. Lions 28. Was I say the name? Perpignan.
You don't say the last letter. It's silent.
It's a
silent N. So Perpignan.
12.
Yeah, not Nyon. Perpignan. There we go.
Okay, Perpignan 12 and Lions 28. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Boys are doing well. 3 out of 3. Happy days.
Yeah, that one thing, the only thing, I know we're not going to talk long about it, the quick link partner. What I kind of don't like about most of those games was a lot of the French teams didn't play any of their stars.
Yeah.
It was full-on B-sides.
Yeah, Marvin didn't play as well. I think
none of them. Jake McIntyre, none of those boys played.
What's going on with this A-team, B-team, send this and whatever? No?
I don't know. People are getting too clever with their math. So it's algebra, then we on to meetkunde, then we back to 1 plus 1, then we're adding X. So they're getting very clever with how they select their teams.
What? Because it's so much rugby. 21 games, obviously the people must rest. And it's like back to back to back, and it's week in and week out.
It's like an accountant, partner. Accountant has to work every month. He doesn't take a month off because he's tired of doing his numbers, his payroll and stuff, and doing his taxes.
I saw the Lions did it as well.
The Lions also sent
the Lions. And they got a good result.
Got a fantastic result.
Maybe B teams is the way forward, but we'll cover that last team that didn't do that in the B team. Yeah, straight into InvestecChampionsCup. Yep, okay. You want to know? We just covered the two big boys. Yes, you just want to know about the two big boys. Your team. This weekend it was Bulls 27, Saracens 16. 27s, yeah. There's so much rugby, so much sevens try 7 points they didn't get as well. We must cover that as well. And then the big game, not the big game Sunday, which is my boys. It was Leicester, Tigers 35, Stormers 26.
Okay.
Cover the Stormers. Let's go to the Bulls first. Yeah,
Bulls,
that first game. Thoughts on that one?
I think a fantastic win, partner, against a world-class Saracens team that has won this competition multiple amount of times with all of the English players at Loftus, real quality rugby up for show. Honestly, that is what people want to watch. And I'm going to put myself in that boat. That is games you want to watch. My reasons for that is it's Owen Farrell against Goosen. You understand? Daly against Villa.
Fancy in the boys, yeah.
Fancy. So it's best against best. No one is resting any players. You're getting the best of Saracens against the best of the Bulls. And die Bulle het gewen.
Well
okay? But
super credit to the Bulls. Yeah, they played fantastic rugby.
I'm impressed with our rugby, partner.
And the way they put so much pressure onto the Saracens team. There's the reason they got yellow card, red card. It's because of pressure. Because the pressure you put onto that team, unfortunately, he's going to try something at the breakdown where it's illegal. You know, going hard off his, spilling a polo with the red card as well. We can discuss that as well. So that pressure, the pressure you guys put onto Saracens gave that momentum for them. Keep knocking forward. One thing they missed actually was a bonus point. They scored 3 tries, and they was the dominant team. The whole game, they were dominant up front, dominant at the back. There was 2 tries with disallowed with 2 forward passes, but oh wow. Unbelievable tries. I must give credit to how the way they're playing, the way Anakom is getting his hands free, getting the offloads going, even David Kriel around the corner, they're finding space, they're getting what to their game. Kanan's try was unbelievable as well, Kurtley.
They've got a bit of variety, partner, that obviously that Bulls team in the past wasn't brave enough to go to, which I currently picking up in this team. There's variety in their play, variety in the way that they move the ball. It's just not through the air and applying kick pressure, but they're playing the spaces. So Saracens obviously left a lot of guys in the backfield, and they played earlier to the wider channels. Got space and got momentum there.
So the first try with Kriel as well.
You with me? So
we don't know that Bulls, nice and tight front, pull it out the back, find space out wide. Then
They say as a brand you gotta evolve.
And who's that main guy? That's Leroux.
Villa is
he
like,
steps in
honestly,
at 10, he steps in at 12.
He's like a fine wine at the moment.
He makes a massive difference. But yeah, like I said, in 2 weeks' time, on the 23rd of December, you know what it is. Ons gaan nie van my tyd gee nie. But incredible, I must say. All
Good
around
win for South African
the Bulls as well.
Great.
In fantastic form, yeah.
And let's go to the people from the Cape. What was your thoughts on that game, Paddy?
I must say, we had a shot, for the whole week, you read in the newspaper, we're sending a B team, like we just said now, we're resting, we're planning our stuff planning for this game against, Dillyn and his boys. So we send a B team over, but some of the boys did an incredible job. There was youngsters that stood up, picked their hand up and saying, listen, I want to still play when it comes to the later stages of this competition. Leicester was a bit rattled at some stages. Stewart was having a cracker at the back. You had Jasper.
Not a cracker?
A
poor performance, not a cracker.
Yeah, he was cracking in some
He was
stages.
cracking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He had a tough outing at the back, knocking a lot of balls, especially in the first 20 minutes. You had Jasper Wiese that was rattled a little bit behind the scrum as well. We put pressure onto them. We scored a couple of good tries. The try that Kosan scored, Paul de Wet kicking it through. Unbelievable, brilliant offload. Wow. And then the magic man, not the magic man, but die stuur vast so at alle tye. Andre Pollard just steering the ship, getting the boys on the front foot. That's why they scored with the 12 center, Salomon. Kata is scoring 2 tries as well. That was incredible. 2 tries. Aided from us moving our 10 around.
I wanted to continue.
I mean, you're looking at it. It's just our 10 that moved around at the late stage because Paul de Wet at number 9 actually called him across and then just made a 1-on-1 with John Luke. But that was something we could have stopped at some stages.
I was quite surprised. Sorry to interrupt you, buddy. I was surprised with it because Paul was defending high. He was at source, and then he still wanted protection next to him. Yeah. The reason for sometimes when a 9 defends high at source is at the 8-man feet because you cut off that area. You force them into where 10, 12 and 30 is defending. That's the reason for 9 being that high. So that was actually very strange that he pulled 10 across, and especially at the late stage.
If Jasper picked up and moved around in that corner, it was always going to be a 3v1 onto John Luke. Yeah. So couple of guys, yes, we did some errors, and I felt also like guys like Yuri Mathieu played a good game, especially for his first outing against our World Cup final, South African. He's also from Paul Jim. He's also Pepe's boy. Yeah. So he had a great game. Scoring, getting 5 out of 5 to Poles, got a drop goal as well. Playing against a World Cup winner, playing against the GOAT of South Africa when it comes to 10 for the past 7 to 8 years was incredible to see. Youngsters stood up as well, like Keke Morabe at number 8. He was in incredible form as well. Connor Evans at number 4. So there's a lot of good things when it comes to...
It sounds like a team that won, but continue.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying the positiveness we do have kind of moving forward. That was the good thing to see. I was just a bit worried about the whole week we're speaking about. It's almost like in articles you can just read, like, we're going there to get the bonus point. And in the last 15, 10 minutes, you could see that, we had a yellow card with Lee Marvin. That went off, and we split with 14 men. We got a penalty in front of the Poles. We actually went for Poles to make it 23-27 at the stage. Why don't you go for a corner, play the time out, hopefully get the points, get the try. You're 27-27, like we've been in the game the whole time. So a lot of strange calls, and especially at the end as well, we called for a scrum. That was also a bit odd for me. We would just go to the corner. They said there was a new new lock as well. That was a bit, didn't know the calls and stuff. But our most was the strength, and we didn't get it at the end.
I think it was always going to be a tough game for Leicester to play a B-side. That is the reality of rugby.
Yeah, they got nothing to win.
And all their superstars played poor. Ben Youngs was poor. Jasper Wiese wasn't good. Freddie Stewart wasn't good. Okay? So that was for me a mindset thing from Leicester. And we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. It's difficult to get up to a team that you supposedly need to beat easily. Second thing that I think from the Stormers is missing Marvin Ori because your lineup's not functioning.
100%, that solidness there. Even though the ball is good at stages,
but they don't get the ball in. So there's definitely, it's something I've picked up even when it was the stage when the Stormers played Glasgow Warriors and you had Warwick Galant at hooker and you guys call a middle back ball. So there's something there in the line now that I've picked up that is missing since Marvin Ori has left. Okay,
just someone that can hold that steering wheel nice and tight.
Yeah, intelligence. It's intelligence. It's absolutely intelligence.
This is where we're going.
It's nothing to do with grunt power and having a work rate. It's purely intelligence, knowing where the easy ball is and taking the easy options.
The control of things. Yeah. And that leads us into a massive game this weekend. So it's just so exciting times, eh?
Important game, eh? Before Dillyn comes on now. Stormers La Rochelle
let's go to the fixtures,
at the Cape Town Stadium, not too far from where we currently are here, the Cullinan Hotel. You guys obviously putting all your chips in this game.
Saturday 3 o'clock, it's going to be a massive game. That's what we did. We rested all our main senior players, to take on a massive, European champions,
like a World 15.
And it's the interesting thing for me is, and the worrying thing for me is, a team that lost against Leinster last weekend, and they'll be hungry to turn the table around. We are hungry, they are hungry. we need to build for the classic against the Bulls on the 23rd of December. They are hungry because what happened last weekend, tight game. And they want to build their Investec Champions Cup to a good start now.
I must say this game is quite interesting for me, Juba, is because this is going to be one of the first team that the Stormers are going to face that is physically bigger than them. If you look from outside backs point of view, inside backs, the pack of forwards, it's a big physical French team. You have Lavani Botia. I don't know if he's going to play flank or inside center. He's going to hurt someone. Okay? You got Teddy Thomas, French international, on the one wing. You got Bryce Dillyn at the back. You got Dante, the starting 12 for the French team, playing for them. So it's Jack Noel, the English international wing on the other side. You've got Dillyn Leyds, which is either going to play 14 or 15. Then moving to the pack, it's Will Skelton.
Aldred as well. And
it's Gregory Aldred.
So
what I'm saying from a physicality point of view.
We need to
Will attracts 2 players to him. Which means there's going to be space. The same with a Botia. The same with a Dante. The same with a Gregory Aldred. The same with Anthony, the tight head prop. He weighs over 140 kgs. So it's different questions that this team will pose to the Stormers.
And it's physical and big boys here. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's for us, we know we got a good defensive system. We need to put them under pressure. We need to make sure that they don't move at all, you know. As Will Skelton touched the ball, as 2 guys onto them, you know. Don't give him space at all. Because when Dillyn Leyds and the boys got space, they know a couple of things. A little bit tricks. Up their sleeves, yeah. So it's going to be a crack of a game. It's the first game of the summer splash in Cape Town. So we've got 3 to 4 upcoming games, and then we got the Bulls the week after. But yes, it's going to be a lekker one to watch. 3 o'clock on Saturday, DHL Stadium. Hopefully the sun is going to be burning. Yes, so
URC European URC champions, back-to-back European champions. Oh,
also finalists, yeah. Exciting.
Okay,
exciting. And then your boys, you know, Bulls against Lyon. Are you sending a B team or A team?
I think because we beat Saracens at home, Jake is going to send a lesser strengthened side.
I'm not going to talk to us. Talk to us. You think? What do you want?
We've got a fantastic squad system at the Bulls currently.
No.
We're going to send a lesser strength. We're going to rest key players that has a lot of game time. We're going to rest him because he's going to target the game against the Stormers in 2 weeks' time.
So there was a guy that said we're not worried about Leicester sending a B team because we're worried about 2 weeks' time, La Rochelle. Someone is doing the same in 2 weeks' time against the Stormers. Bulls Stormers, DHL Stadium.
The difference is, the Bulls have been winning.
And what? Yeah, we've been winning. Now it's up and down, but
winning the fans' hearts, but not on this. Okay,
we gotta see what's gonna happen on the 23rd of December. But yeah, crack off with a couple of 2 games coming up, and also the other teams have been playing. Also, you know, moving up to strength, and looking forward to both, you know. Let's all Investec Champions Cup. Let's support the ChallengeCup if you have a time. If you're at home and you've got time, check hulle uit 'n bietjie. Uit.
But Paddy, while we're on Champions Cup and on the Stormers game, let's get the main guy in here, okay?
Is it showtime?
Showtime. Let's get the main guy in here.
Let's go.
Guys, up next, Dillyn Leyds.
But Chester Kobe picks up the ball. Oh, he steps his birthday. He kicks the ball through. He's kicking it through.
Oh, Dillyn Leyds coming through. Oh, he tripped himself. He's looking for support. He's looking for the stone. Don't do it, son. He's looking for... Oh, what an unbelievable moment, The offload.
It's SP Marais. SP Marais got a clean try line. He's going to score the try.
Buddy. There we go.
Live and direct,
When I last saw him, lot of hair. Lot of hair. I don't want to start this interview like that, Ruckus, okay?
The same with me, I left him a couple of years ago. Toen kwam los by die Stormers. Toen is zo gemaakt.
By what?
Is er al verluid getrek en iets. En hier hij is.
That's where we start.
We're coming in hot.
Sorry, boykie.
Coming in hot,
I get you.
Dillyn, welcome to Behind the Ruck, boykie. How are you doing?
Thank you. First of all, it is lovely to be back in Cape Town. Lovely to be with you two guys as well on this podcast.
Yes.
I think number 1, number 2. Where are you guys now? Ik denk jullie is daarboven.
Yeah.
Ik wil jullie eens vertellen.
If you number 1, we might be number 5, but we believe. Ons believe tot die tongsak. Ons is nummer 1.
Ja.
Ons believe.
That for them. Number 1.
Yes.
Number
1.
And that's a Ruckus. Ons die viewers is het Ruckus.
Yeah,
you know what it is.
I heard Paige saying that on the last podcast. To our Ruckers out there, explain the InvestecChampionsCup. I heard that. So I was like, okay, Ruckers, hy's quite.
You like it, nee?
As wife in Frans. Kijk. Is wifi in Frans? Dat is allemaal belangrijk.
But buddy, you said happy to be back in Cape Town?
Very happy. Very lovely. I came from Sunday, it was 5 or 6 degrees in La Rochelle. Ik heb vandaag mijn wc aangehad in de Kaap. There was a bit of a wind.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
A bit of a wind. I looked up at Table Mountain, saw the clouds coming. Ik zei voor die Owens boys, as a winkie.
You used to that.
I'm used to
partner,
that.
this was not part of our prep. I'm going to go outside. I thought when he started that sentence of I'm looking at Tabletop Mountain, I'm
mate. Oh, what cup this morning?
I'm not leaving, mate.
Sorry, I thought that's where you were going with it. I apologize.
100%, yeah.
And can you feel in your soul a bit that it's
Yeah.
home? Is it?
I can feel it's home. I can feel it's home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So got back here Tuesday.
When I got to the airport, got to Cape Town Airport, and you just get a look from someone, and you just
Is die so? Ons is nou hier so.
Ons is by die huis.
So you're gonna go to Strand. Is there time for Strand?
Ek moet verseker
just so I pop in and see what's happening.
Just to see if everyone's alright, family is okay.
Because it is Christmas as well. Ons moet mami se kos.
As wife verstaan, ja. Mami se kos.
What you going back on Sunday after the game? Or is it?
I will fly back on Sunday after the game, but sometime throughout the week I'll try get to Strand.
Yeah. Yes, so there's so much stuff I want to say. Congratulations to man. Back-to-back medals. You know, two
changes. Sing for him. Let's sing for him. Let's go. Back-to-back. Back-to-back.
Yeah, that was our song now for the World Cup, and you getting it as well. Yeah, back-to-back.
I feel privileged. I feel very happy.
Fantastic, man. Congratulations on everything that happened, man. You know, back-to-back medals, European.
Yeah.
It's something that every rugby player can say. But also, you know, a lot happened, you know, family-wise. Became your dad as well.
Baby on the way.
Also congratulations.
Microwave
is cooking. As a brood in
the brood in the
and you signed now another 3 years, eh? Pen and paper. How's things? Have you taken all that in yet?
Yeah, it happened. It happened quite quickly. Obviously, we knew for a while. Naz was pregnant, and with my contract coming to an end, I started speaking to the club, and they said, "Look, we're happy with you, and we want to keep you, and you know, for me and my wife, we love it in La Rochelle. It's a great place to live, great people. We're a good bunch of guys in the team, so it makes things easier. It made the decision easier, you know, and now especially with the little one on the way, we decided, you know, this is the best place for us.
Yeah,
maar seker maak ek is vast tot 2027.
Moet wees, yeah. And La Rochelle, unbelievable partner. I've played there with Wasp.
Beautiful.
Yes, the people in the stand, it's always a full house crowd. You've seen when they won the parade?
Yes.
It's amper soos die Bokkersin. It's full house.
It was lelik hoor.
Yeah, it's always...
Lelik.
So the support there is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. They love their rugby. It's a small town, but they get behind the team no matter what. And like, at the moment, to be fair, a bit of an up and down season for us, not getting the results we wanted to be, but like you said, Juba, every weekend, I think, I might be wrong, but I think on Sunday against Leinster was our 84th or 83rd consecutive game sold out.
What?
Ooh.
And it's 16,000.
It's like Newlands in the old days, eh? Huh? Okay, sorry.
It's lovely. Honestly, the people, they love their rugby, they support you. Everywhere you go, the shops, La Rochelle flags. Paige was there one year. He spent Christmas with us in La Rochelle, Paige and his family.
Is it om sy naam kyk?
Wait a minute.
Let me just I don't know if I can share the story, man. Juba, die mannetjie van Heidelberg, man. He comes to La Rochelle for Christmas. He comes to La Rochelle for Christmas. He was still at Van, or as Paige would say, Vannes at the time. He was still at Van. So he comes to La Rochelle to Christmas with Nelly and the kids, and I think it was my wife and Nelly decided, listen, they want to have oysters for Christmas lunch. Maar ek is van die strand, ek ken 'n bietjie van die water, verstaan?
Yes.
Maar daai mannetjie van Heidelberg, nee. Het ons gesukkel. We struggled to open up. Well, I think it was 40 oysters.
40 oysters, ja.
Oysters. Ons is daar met die mix.
Ja, as 'n gleufie, you must find it.
You must find, and me and Paige was struggling. Was amper die landsappe gemaakt.
And part of that story, that you get like a little tool.
Yes, wat hom soos 'n spinnertjie wat jy moet werk.
Gebreek. Broke in one of the oysters. Yeah, and then almost ate. That broken piece of that oysters. Chaos in La Rochelle.
What a time, yeah.
But I almost said like I want to keep it professional.
It's carried on to La Rochelle as well, just by the way.
But coffee.
Yeah, coffee, obviously.
Reasons for signing on, was it purely based on family situation, or was it you just find a place where you're extremely happy, rugby-wise?
Rugby-wise, very happy.
Okay.
It's obviously when you go to a place and you create a successful environment, it's difficult to leave a place like that, you know. And for me, most importantly, my wife is very happy there. We've made friends, and she's made friends that she can honestly rely on and be open and vulnerable with. And when you get into a space like that off the field, it's amazing. Sorry, as I've said, the success we've had over the last couple of years has been really good, and majority of the group is sticking around as well. And we want to continue to grow on that. Our coaching staff are all around until either 2026 or 2027.
Okay.
So once you in that environment, and I think for me, speaking just individually, I feel like my rugby has come on leaps and bounds from being there and just playing with players that have a different outlook on rugby and the way they see things. I think not to take anything away from my time at the Stormers or Western Province, it was great. I absolutely loved it. The people that started with me when I was 18, 19 years old, they took me to new heights, exactly. Yeah. They took me, I became a Springbok. I became a Springbok at the Stormers, you know. So just for me, rugby-wise, the reason I wanted to stay on was because I'm playing with some awesome rugby players, you know. If you just to name a couple, Wolf Skelton, Greg Aldred, Joe Dante, Tawera Caballo, Winnie Antonio. You know, those are guys that have played loads of international rugby. Tawera's won a World Cup, you know. So it's awesome to be in and around that locker room with guys like that.
Sure, yeah.
And partner, you missed one of my favorite players. Favorite. Botia.
Huh?
Lepsy.
Yeah.
Is it yo?
Do I love watching that guy plays rugby?
Yo, and everywhere.
The most humblest, kindest guy you'll ever meet.
But all the Fijians say my time is they are yo. Ek weet nie hoe wat eet hulle nie, maar is humble pie.
Maar hy is nou blokkie sament.
Nog 'n Weet-Bix.
We called in a previous episode though, we called Bandi Aki is 'n blokkie Weet-Bix. As jy nie meld op gooi en hy sê kliphard. Verstaan jy? That's Botia. Like I honestly just love everything about him. Yeah. Even in the World Cup, he knocked the ball on and he immediately told the ref no try.
No try. Yeah.
But they obviously partner.
Fijians, yeah.
Before we move on to the superstars in the team, though from a rugby point of view, why has La Rochelle won back-to-back championships?
A lot of credit has to go to Ronan O'Gara. I think when you speak about Ronan O'Gara, the rugby player, you automatically think about his ambition, his desire, his want to win. He wants to be successful with everything he does. A training session, if he wants it to be that way, it has to go that way. Very focused on detail. And then you get the quality of players that we have. And when you get them to start believing in your process and the way you want things to work, and they buy into it, I think that's a great recipe for success. We also have, I must say, a very strong leadership group that is very hard on players in the group, but in a way that you take it because they're being honest with you and saying, Paige, ek dink dit was op jou beste vandag.
Yeah, honest.
But this is how you can get there. Or I don't think your standards at training are good enough. and
Tidy it up.
You need to tidy it up. We've got I think all our coaches are just the way they make you believe that there's no one better than you in the world. You know, they have this ambition, and I think Paige, you've obviously played a bit in France, and you know sometimes the guys can be
different.
It's different.
It's emotional.
It's different, and you know sometimes you just get that mentality. Nie vandag.
Opdaging.
Ja, alles weet nie. So away games and
stuff like that. So I think when Raj came in, it was just about why do we want to be satisfied with just being here when we know we've got the ability and the capability to push on and be more. And that changed the club. It changed the mindset of the people working at the club, not just coaches, but backroom staff in the office, changed the mindset of the players, and I think that's got a hell of a lot to do with why over recent years we've been so successful. Yeah.
And he was saying now Ronan O'Gara, but we know him as Raj. Okay?
Yeah.
Episode 2, Raymond Rooley. Raymond. Raj, yeah. We know him as Raj, yeah. Okay?
I say pie.
Is that pie? Yeah. Pants, yeah.
It's quite surprised when Raymond spoke so well. Raj.
You got a soft spot for the Raymond as well. Raymond, we'll see you soon. Unlucky, bit of injury now. Hopefully we'll get him in Cape Town
Just
soon.
quickly on Raymond. Raymond's got gold everywhere. If you go to France and you see Raymond Roel that side, as gold, it's rings, it's earrings, everything.
Girls in Tanne?
Not there.
Not the girls. Not yet.
Changed man, but continue.
Yeah, you spoke about the Raj, ne? I want to know about, culture, because I saw in an interview as well. Culture is for him very important. Obviously you got Fijians, like you said, and players from all over the world. How to bring not only rugby, but off the field as well. How comfortable you've made it actually for family, get the wives together, get everything together to make sure you guys successful.
Raj is a big on family. And I think even at the start of the year, we had a big sort of welcoming. We had some new players and everyone had been away for a couple of weeks after the holiday. So at the start of the year, he was the first one to say, listen, we're going to have a family day. Bring your kids, bring the wives, everyone. And he spoke and said, listen, this is how we do things at La Rochelle. This is what the club is about. You guys, the partners, as much as the players are the ones on the field, but you guys are the ones supporting them and making sure that whether they come home in a bad mood after a loss or whether they are in such a great spirit after the win, you guys are the ones seeing it all away from the field. But he's big on family, and I think especially he knows how tough life can be when you in France, away from home for us as foreigners. And like we just said, Raymond is he's injured, but he's on holiday in Bloom Vegas at the moment. Just because he knows, Ray's been putting in the work. And he's been working really hard trying to get his knee right again. And sometimes when you're in a bit of a slump, you just need your people around you. You need to have that family, that sense of just, everything's gonna be all right. I've spent some time with my family.
Yeah.
And, even today when we got to the airport, my parents were there, and he said to me, we've got some things to do, but if you want to go home with your parents, go home now. He's really good with that, and especially like I said, especially with the foreigners, he knows when it's time to say, look, we're not going to play you this week. We don't need you. Come to training on Monday, Tuesday, but for the rest of the week, go away. If you want to go away with your wife, go with your kids. Do whatever you want, and I think that really helps a lot, especially in the top 14. The season's so long and mentally draining, so you just need that time away where you can literally not think about rugby and just be with your family.
Yeah. And how did you get to La Rochelle? I remember when you in things with the Stormers, there was talks because, Wasp also wanted you, Premiership wanted you, and there was talks there as well. Yeah. Why did you go to the French fries? English breakfast was lekker.
Ik heb amper samen jou gebuzz by the Wasp, né?
Yeah.
Almost
unemployed now as well. Sorry.
Why must you always be
Sorry,
guys.
Sorry,
I
guys.
apologize.
To all the wasp
stop being
listeners. No, I almost wasps. It was wasps and harlequins. So yeah, almost ended up going to the Prem, but yeah, at the time I was still. It was just before the World Cup, 2019 World Cup, and I was in the squad. So I was sort of thinking, I don't want to pull the plug. Yeah, I just want to give myself the best shot to go to the World Cup. And then obviously didn't make that World Cup squad, but then had already said no to Harlequins and Wasps. And yeah, I had a meeting with Ronan, like I think late that year, 2019, and he just said, "Look, this is what we're looking for. You seem like the guy that can fit the profile." And to be honest, it wasn't even about rugby. It was more so just about me, the person, and what kind of guy I am around the locker room. And luckily we got to an agreement with the Stormers, and then obviously COVID happened, and so I was gone. But yeah, that's how it happened, and I haven't looked back since. I've absolutely loved it over there.
No, with the achievements, you can't look back. Hey? Yeah, it was a great season, to be honest.
Definitely not.
Ja, back to back. Kan jy goed wegvat. Memories is important,
Celebrating.
For the first win, we got a watch engraved, Champions Cup winner. But now,
like the NFL rings,
not the rings, but
similar
vibes.
Okay, but you still have your medal because there was video footage of you giving it away, wasn't it?
Yeah. I gave away my medal to a little boy
I
in
saw
La
it at the
Rochelle.
parade,
I saw him and his parents at the game on Sunday. Really nice people, very nice people. They always stay in touch with me. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I just
sometimes get that feeling, that emotional. Yeah. Just to see what this moment means for him. You just want to share it with him, and sometimes you just get overwhelmed and just share that moment
grateful,
grateful for what you've done. I mean, your career is something else, eh?
You're a fan for life. I like
fan for life.
I said Dillyn Leyds.
I got a medal from that guy that made that pass, that million view pass.
When I got to La Rochelle, it must know, obviously, it must know.
It's different. Is it different lights? It's
a different lights. So some of the young French boys, they were a bit hesitant to ask me, was it you that did that pass? And I was like, yeah, it was me. And they were like, they looked at me almost like, but
c'est pas possible.
C'est pas toi, là. C'est pas toi, no? They couldn't believe it because they couldn't believe it because they were like, but that guy, that video, his hair was hanging here on his shoulders, and nou komt hy hier so met jou inblessies.
On that try, right? That's also not part of our prep. So that try, did it kind of, I don't want to say change your life, but that try, did it do something for the rugby?
It's always a conversation starter.
Okay.
Always wherever I go, or if people do happen to recognize me somewhere, they always say, "Oh, I was at Newlands that day. You threw that pass, or that pass was amazing." But I said to me and Kofi had this argument the other day. I said to him, I get that for some people it's obviously, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. So it's amazing, it's wonderful.
Keep on keeping on.
But I think it's like,
in the moment, it's just
Dillyn Leyds is now associated to that pass.
Yeah.
And no matter what else I do in my rugby career, like I can't shake that. You know what I mean? It's almost as if whatever I do from now today until the day I stop is never gonna be that.
Better.
And I think it's never gonna beat it. And I think for me, it's just like So if that didn't happen, would people see me a different? You know what I mean? I think I think I've done a lot better things. You know,
rugby wise,
than just one pass.
Yeah,
and that's what sort of gets me.
And on that, was it something you've always trained, or was that purely instinct in the moment?
Beach touch.
Okay. But also in that season, we had Paul Finney. That was a skills coach that made a massive difference. I remember that season.
You remember, Juba.
Yeah, that first couple of weeks, that pre-season, it was static passing, it was offloading. So he engraved that into us, you know, allow you to give you that tools, you know, when the situation comes.
He gave us that freedom to just, if it's on, go for it. And we always used to do skills, stuff like that, little stuff with him.
Every day, man.
Every day.
Before every session. In the gym. He just wanted us to do skills. It's a New Zealand coach that we got over for that season, but I must say, made incredible difference.
He made a massive difference. And we were cooking that season. We were playing some really good rugby.
Some nice offloads and stuff.
We almost gave you guys 50.
But wait a minute, let's slow down. This is not about, hey, guys.
He knows the story.
Okay. Hey, let's not bring on your seatbelts, both of you. Okay. Now that you guys obviously already excited about the Stormers, Dill, is there ever in your life that Dillyn Leyds will play in Cape Town and not for the Stormers?
Yeah.
Was that ever a thought
he's back
coming
home.
up?
Never in my whole life. Never in my whole life. When I left the Stormers, I was like, I was emotional because I never had that farewell game, that, you know, say goodbye game. Obviously that COVID season got cut.
Oh yeah.
And then when I left, got to France, you don't think you're going to be playing rugby in Cape Town again. I always thought I'll come back and gaan ek vir Strandliga speel. Klaarmaak. That's the next time I'll play rugby in Cape Town. You know? So I remember we were on holiday. Me and Naz we had our summer holiday. I can't remember where we were. And I just got a message, and one of my friends said, "So I guess I'll see you in December then." And I was like, and he said, I said La Rochelle playing the Stormers. And I was just like,
buzzing.
No way. Huh? So from that day, I was just like, I'm
looking forward to this one.
So I was so excited. And it's good, man. It's like, just before I left, I was saying that it's good to come back to Cape Town with guys that have been here before. So like some of our foreign boys have traveled with their super rugby teams and stuff. So they know a couple of spots and where to go and stuff like that. So it's nice to see how they do things on tour in Cape Town as well. Yeah.
So all your memories is basically at Newlands. You've played DHL Stadium?
I played at DHL Stadium. Under 20s World Cup, I think. We played there
warm-ups and some warm-up games and stuff as well.
And then we had that Marvel game there that 1 year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it the warm-up game?
Was it Spider-Man? Wie was
ons? Nee, Thor.
Thor, Thor. It's incredible,
It is a mooie uittraining.
And being back at Cape Town now, obviously, what happened last week is not the results you kind of wanted. You know, it was a tough game against a very good Leinster team. You probably will get them again in the finals, back to back. But yeah, being in the pool of death, what is you guys' processes moving into, especially in this crucial, important game? Because obviously the Stormers are also resting their boys, you know, not playing in Leicester, you know, resting their boys, making sure that we're ready for this one. And you boys coming down now, the importance of the last one before you guys.
We spoke about it after the Leinster game briefly, and we just said, this is, as much as it's exciting time for a lot of the boys to come to South Africa and Cape Town for the first time. You know, get out, explore. It's a beautiful city. It's December. It's festive season. You know, get out and do things. But let's not forget that we're here to do a job as well. And especially the position we're in now. If we go 0-2, you know, we make things pretty hard for ourselves, because then we get Leicester at home, and then we got to get a win there. Then we got to go to Sale, get a win there. You know, so this game is really important, but not just for us, but also for the Stormers as well. So we've emphasized the fact that we're playing for our lives this weekend, and as defending champs, we want to go out and show that last week was just a little bump on the road, and we know we could have been better in a lot of aspects last week or on Sunday. So this weekend's going to be good.
It's going to be cracker.
A lot of the guys are excited about the fact that we're going to be playing in dry weather as well.
3 o'clock and
pouring down.
Pouring down last weekend, even the weekend before in top 14, so just to have a 3 o'clock kickoff, dry ball, give the ball some air, it's going to be good.
Yeah. And on obviously being back-to-back champions, Dillyn, how do you keep not the mind fresh, but that mental side where you're still hungry? You guys as a team, you guys are still hungry to be successful again, and knowing that every team is going to come out to beat La Rochelle now. How do, from a mental, different target on the back. Yeah. From a mental side, how are you guys keeping a fresh mind where expectation is not obviously weighing you down? You guys still want to, because you guys, what I can remember, is quite a flamboyant and a lot of creativity, but expectation sometimes give you that T-Rex arms. Yeah. If it makes any sense, it kind of tightens everything a bit up. Your decision making is a bit more. In the past, you should have chucked it, but now we have to win. We keep it. Is there a way you guys are dealing with it?
I think it's the way our season's gone as well. We've shown glimpses of what we can do and what we're capable of, and I think we're currently searching for that performance where we can put it all together, an 80-minute performance, and be proud of that performance. Yeah. And I think we, like I said at the beginning, we've got such a strong leadership group of guys that are telling us, look, we know we're under pressure. We can't hide away from the fact, but the fact is we know we have the capability, we have the players to do that, so we need to back ourselves. Like, you're not two-time champions of Europe for nothing. You don't just get there by luck, by chance. You know what I mean? So we have a way of how we want to do things. And I think the most important thing for us is like I said, it's the opportunity on Saturday to come to a stadium where you're going to have... Het gaat zeker niet met mij, met pa is wat de La Rochelle does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's blue and white.
It's going to be blue and white everywhere. And you've got Cape Town fans roaring behind their team. Yeah. The Stormers are immense at DHL Stadium. So it couldn't have, this test couldn't have come at a better time for us as a La Rochelle group as well, to see where we are and how we take on that challenge.
Yeah. Del, Jesus, man, thank you very much for making the time. You said now there's going to be 50,000 Stormer supporters supporting the team, but I'm pretty sure 50,000 supporting coming from back home. The people are excited to see you. Thanks for making the time to come to BTR, man.
The Rakkers, thanks, man.
Just say hello to the Rakkers, they've been asking us in the comment section, krijg leg het op, man. Nie die kleintjie, die grote.
Is die strandse mense wat jy vraag?
Strandhonde wat wil weet.
CUI.
Yes, CUI, yeah. Thanks very much, hey. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy family time while you're here. Obviously it's business and it's a big game. Yeah. But yeah, super excited to catch up with you, yeah.
Let's go, La Rochelle.
Hey.
Ja, Paitje.
Sorry, boykie.
Thanks, hey. That was Dillyn Leyds. Oh, it's lights. It's the bones.
Lekker. Lekker.
Oh, yes, so
beautiful.
Fantastic, eh?
Lovely to see our friend again.
Rugby, it's been a while.
I must say,
it's been a couple of years now, another 3 years.
I must say, partner, obviously, we almost at the end of the episode, but why must guys leave our country to be happy and enjoying the rugby?
To be happy and playing some brilliant rugby.
Yeah. That is something we have to look in.
Yes.
Everyone
guys like Jasper Wiese, Cheslin Colby, Andre, maybe a little bit more.
Everyone we spoke to on the show that has left the country, they say the same thing. The two of us has also said it. You have that freedom, that enjoyment, but it's not today's conversation, but it's something we should look into.
Episode for that. Somewhere in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic, eh?
Lekker.
Yeah, let's cover a couple of things. We're starting to see the fixtures for the Challenge Cup.
Yes. Yeah. It's an interesting game.
Quickly, there's our 3 teams that's involved there. Lions against Newcastle Saturday, 5:15.
Home or away?
That's at home. Ellis Park.
Okay.
Joburg toe. Straight Joburg toe. Los die Kaap, straight Joburg toe. And then also we got a clash. Cheetahs versus the Sharks. It's been a while.
Lekker.
Guys, it's not Curry Cup, it's Challenge Cup. They're back. Okay, they're playing at 3 o'clock Sunday.
Can I quickly talk about that game, Paddy?
Praat.
Brilliant opportunity for the Cheetahs to just make, hoe sê jy? Maak stront, stap uit.
Yeah. Stap in, maak stront, stap uit.
Brilliant opportunity for the Cheetahs to do that.
Yeah.
They've had the whole year of prepping. They've had a lovely game against Zebra, not too tough. Just got into the feel of it.
Sunday
now they know. Imagine you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Playing the Sharkies.
Playing a couple of Springboks and...
So dangerous.
Game,
and the Cheetahs are very dangerous. It's been for our whole life. Dangerous team. That game, I'm going to sit down and watch. And I'm not going to lie to you, I might slightly be in the underdog favor there for the Cheetahs. Just cheering for the underdogs because what has happened to them in the past has not been nice.
Yeah, it's not been nice. Yeah, would nice to know what's happening there. We should get information there. Get someone. Yeah, just check in. Wat sê die manne Frans? Julle kom praat. Yeah, but that's for the future, eh?
But
so
that's going to be a lekker mouth-watering game. Plus the Stormers La Rochelle game. Ooh, lekker exciting
Bulls,
weekend.
Leon B-team. Ons gaan goedjes check. And then also, how good was it at the DHL Stadium this weekend?
The
good,
Sevens.
Great. It's mixed feelings. It's hot, cold.
But a bit of disappointment as Specky said they're still turning the tide. They're still putting
said it as well,
certain stuff in place. We must bear with them. Please, Ruckers, let's bear with the Sevens. They're going to get back to their best. They won in Dubai. A bit of a hiccup at home. They got some time off.
But they can just keep learning from that.
You were in that system. You know exactly the pride they've got for their jersey.
Yeah, and like Specky said, it's 7 games then the final. So they got 7 tournaments. To build up for the final.
Okay.
In Madrid, yeah.
But the party, the festive vibe was lekker mense.
Die swembad het gebreek, hè? Die mense het gegooi, hulle nat gegooi.
The Argentinians were flying in the pool like dolphins.
The Aussies.
Like a dolphin. Hoe mag een dolphin?
Dat was fantastic to see.
Like a dolphin too.
Hey, stel je boot, seatbelt alsjeblieft. So yeah, that was a crack. Hopefully next year we can just go even better. Yeah, wasn't pleasant, but it's one of those things. We support the Blitzbox all the way, and we support the South African team all the way. Yeah.
And then, guys, up next, beauty moment of the week. This week, it's got to go to Loftus. There was some absolute brilliance. And the beauty moment up next, brought to you by Skincare, by Rooibos Man Skincare, is none other than the Try of Kane and Moody, set up by none other than Power Ranger. So let's check it out.
Arendse in support. Quickly, Arendse, half gap opens up for Arendse. Numbers are lining up on the right-hand side. He finds Kane and Moody. Moody with the legs over the 22. What a tap. Oh, just couldn't slow him down. What a try.
Beautiful.
Is that beautiful?
Beautiful.
Nah, credit to the boys. Hey, fantastic, hey. Kane en hy sit die ref counter alle op einde.
Absolutely.
Veel try, maar kan nie kom nie. Ja, dat is fantastic, hè.
Hij is toe mama sy huis toe, het hy geskree. Ek hoor hom eindelijk. Hy sê vir homself, hy is toe mama sy huis toe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. And there's just 2 tries with forward passes that could have been also the beauty moment of the week, you know. But yeah, fantastic to see South African team scoring some brilliant tries, some good tries. And shout out to our boys is to keep on keeping on. Keep on cracking on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then also important, last week we said about our competition time.
Hey,
6-gun grill. Hey?
Who won?
So it's a 3 kg bar fridge. And I won. I need a drum roll as soon as possible. Our winner for this week, it's _Tishan. Tishan, congratulations. You the winner of the 6-gun grill bar fridge. Eh?
Well done, Tishan.
And also, Tishan jiggles.
Don't jiggle it.
Jiggle. It falls. That's the name. Yeah. So check on Instagram. It's _Tishan and Tishan jiggles. Congratulations. Hey. That bar fridge is coming your way. December. Oh, cool drank is lekker koud. Maak hom op.
Hey, Santa Claus.
Yes. Sort hulle uit. Well done. To our Ruckers. And yeah, let's talk about, is that the end?
That's the end.
Huh? All good things come to an end?
Yep. That brug hier in die Kaap. You know that bridge that doesn't continue. It ends abruptly.
Yeah, but before we end, let's talk about our family. You know what Vin Diesel said? Let's talk about our family. Shout out to, the guys that bring, episode 23 to you. The guys, the 2 rugby players behind the mics. To you guys, brought to you by, Lulabet.
Well done.
Sports.lulabet.co.za. Check it out. We're not, we'll get there one day. And then the main important day also our people, Rooibos Man Skincare.
Yes, partner.
Giving us a beauty moment of the week and looking after these, hey, must I say beautiful, handsome, what?
Yes,
let's not go.
smoke show.
Smoke show. Looking after us. So yeah, that's fantastic. An incredible episode. Awesome to touch in the cup. We covered a lot of things. 21 games.
A lot of rugby,
Dillyn Leyds,
unfortunately.
And sevens. And,
a lot of rugby.
Yeah.
But fantastic episode. Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
That's exciting.
Thanks
partner.
for tuning in. And like always, we don't want to tell you anymore what to do. They know by now. We said so many times, like, share, and subscribe. Ek is raak nou moeg nou. Ek gaan
But, guys, like, share, and subscribe, please.
Yes.
We honestly appreciate
From now on,
everything, partner.
yeah,
You know, we
yeah.
always talk about it. Yeah, the people are supporting us so
Rakke
nicely.
say, we've got the best supporters.
Truly,
eh?
truly grateful, boys and
So-
girls and everyone.
Maak tyd vir ons, van ons maak tyd vir jou en ons gee vir jou die beste, hopelik, ja. We're trying to give them the best. Bringing him the best, eh?
Dan vir Joshua Doos Edward geklink, maar kwai.
Joshua Do. Cheers, guys. Say, I'm Juan de Jong.
I'm Rudy Page
And
and
the
the
Ruck
Ruck
is
is
clear.
clear.